Have Fury's legs gone? If we're thinking about a prediction for Fury versus Usyk 2, it might be worth looking at the change in Tyson Fury's style. So for me, and I think for many people, his best win was over Klitschko back in 2015. And what he did so well in this performance was he moved around the ring really well. And obviously for this, you've got to have good cardio. You need to have strong, mobile legs. And this isn't something we've seen in Fury for a while. He's kind of changed his style. We saw against Wilder, who kind of put it on you, walk you down, put it on you. Not necessarily the same movement that we saw against Klitschko. And there's many different reasons for this, right? One of the reasons might be his weight fluctuations, right? With his mental health problems, his depression, which of course you wouldn't wish on anyone. His weight has fluctuated up and he's had to bring it down. And that takes a huge effect on the body, right? Not only does it affect your punch resistance, but I think it massively confuses your body. And when you get back, your body's just confused when you're fighting at a different way. Shane McGuigan says it's like fighting with a backpack on. Your reflexes, your responses, they're just not quite as to what it is normally. So, there is definitely the question that if these weight changes in Tyson Fury means that, his legs have gone. Because you've got to think about it, right? When you're carrying more weight, that's more weight on your legs. So, when he was running to get all that weight off, think about like the impact on your knees, on your joints. It could take a toll, right? It could mean that he just can't move the same way that he did against Klitschko. Because I remember, like, against Deontay Wilder, everyone was shocked. Was it the second fight when Tyson Fury was saying, oh, I'm going to go there and I'm going to knock him out? Because he's never done that before. He's never been a power puncher. And we've seen it against Ngannou. He didn't have the power that AJ did to get him out of there. Maybe that was just Tyson Fury at his best, being able to knock down Wilder. Or you've got to think about the huge weight difference, right? Deontay Wilder, he's a bridgerweight. Like, compared to, Zhang, Fury, although he's kind of like tall and skinny, he's just not got the weight. So you've got to think about it like just having more weight and impacting it on another human being. It's going to have more impact, right? So, because I'm just thinking, right, in order for Tyson Fury to beat Usyk, he's got to be at his best. Can he get back to that 2015 Klitschko version of Fury? If not, probably his other best performance would be Deontay Wilder 2. Let's not forget the way that, he took Deontay Wilder's soul. I think he broke him mentally, broke him physically. Clearly hasn't been the same since, right? But obviously now Usyk is a bit heavier. I don't know if he's going to have the power, to bother Usyk. And Usyk's got a pretty good chin, right? We've never seen him dropped in the professionals. I believe he got dropped by Beterbiev in the amateurs, but I don't believe in the professional scene we've ever seen him dropped. So if we say he's not got the power, and if he hasn't got the movement anymore, then he's got to use his weight, right? And I was hearing Derek Chisora talk about his fight with Usyk, and he said, like, the best thing you can do is just not box him. And Tony Bellew said the same thing, right? You don't box a magician. A boxing expert is stupid, right? And that's what AJ arguably did twice. So, because even Tony Bellew, who was debatably outboxing him, he was up on 2 scorecards, right? Before he got knocked out. He said trying to outbox him just exhausts you because you have to work so hard. And Derek Chisora arguably had the best game plan for Usyk in just mauling him. Don't even bother boxing him. Forget about this jab, forget about your feet, just maul him. Use your body weight, throw awkward punches at awkward angles, just get all over him, maul him, make him uncomfortable. I think that's what you're going to do, right? And Tyson Fury does have the capability to do that. You think if he leans, if he's using the dark arts, headbutting him, making it nasty, making him uncomfortable. You like to think that Fury does have the tools to beat Usyk. Part of me does think that Fury is going to win this rematch. Surely, if he used his size to his advantage, he can beat Usyk. Surely, right? And, when learning about Usyk, like, the guy is just an incredible athlete. Apparently, he'll just go into, like, an Olympic swimming pool and just swim for, like, 6 hours straight. Or we'll just casually go on, like, 100-kilometer bike rides. So, Usyk is such an athlete as well. So I think that's just something to think about for the rematch. Like, can Fury go back to this move to the big movement, herky-jerky style of Klitschko. I'm not sure if like the plan for Deontay Wilder 2 will work against Usyk, because I don't know if the power will be there, because Usyk weighs more than Deontay Wilder, and I think he has a better chin than Deontay Wilder. Obviously, he can try and go for the body, but I think when you're that tall, it's quite hard going for the body, because you think you've got to get all the way down. So I think it's not as easy like to achieve as it is to say, oh, just work his body because he's weak to the body. And obviously there is an argument as to, was it a low blow or not? Daniel Dubois, I always thought it was a low blow, but you know, the way you can like lift your waistband out to try and confuse the referees, it's definitely a grey area. But I just thought I'd give a little preview for Usyk versus Fury 2. Can Fury change enough? Is Usyk just gonna have downloaded so much data on Fury that Fury's changes won't do much? Is Fury gonna change his tactics? Is he gonna put on weight, try and maul Usyk? Is he gonna try and move herky-jerky style like he did against Klitschko? Because you've got to think outside the ring. I think Usyk's just like the ultimate athlete, right? He doesn't take any days off, always training, you know, no weight fluctuations, no drinking, no drugs. So, although I think most people think Usyk's going to win, I don't like writing Fury off. Every time we've written him off before, you know, he does come back and win, you know. I feel like he loves it. He loves a challenge. He's got to get mentally up for a fight. He loves when all the cards are against him. Because I think getting mentally up for a fight is really important. Even if a fight is better than another fighter, like on paper, Fury should be so much better than Ngannou in a boxing ring. If you're not up for the fight mentally, it can be really hard to get going. If you know you're expected to walk past him or it's expected to be a cakewalk. I remember Chris Billam-Smith and Shane McGuigan, they said the same thing with one of Billam-Smith's earlier fights. He was on the undercard against, you know, an opponent he wasn't excited by, and he said it ended up being a really tough night just because mentally, you know, he wasn't there, he wasn't up for it. But you've got to be mentally up for a fight, right? And, you know, if you're not, and as a boxer, like, surely you're up for, you know, redeeming your only loss against arguably the pound for pound #1 fighter in the world, a guy you got a big weight advantage against. So yeah, I think it'll be a really interesting fight. So I thought I'd just give a very early prediction and my thoughts on Fury versus Usyk 2. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.